Hi everyone, welcome to another video on Peepaw EDC. Today I'll be checking out a pretty popular knife, the Civivi Elementum II button lock. Pretty sure this is the only version it comes in. Button lock, I mean, not color. So for color, speaking of which, I got the Jade or Natural G10. I asked for this for Christmas from my wife, so I didn't spend my own money on it, but it wasn't given to me by a company or anything. That's never gonna happen. Anyway, let's get into the review, shall we? We've got a back flipper for deployment, and if you want to count the button lock, this is a pretty good EDC knife. This was my regular EDC since Christmas until I started buying other knives and using those, rotating and whatnot. And then I'm sure I'm sure everybody that's watching this video already knows about the Elementum of some sort of iteration. It's super popular. So let's get into it here. We got jimping on this part of the flipper, but not around the top, which, I mean, it still works fine, but it would have been nice to have jimping around the top. I used this at work the last couple days. I always use my stuff, and it's a little dirty, but we've got a satin hollow ground blade, and it is, let's get it to focus, Nitro V steel. There it is for a sec. Let's go ahead and do some size comparisons. We've got some knives here to check out. I'll do that one last. Civivi Mini Praxis. There we go. Bigger than the Mini Praxis. And look at this other smaller one here. The Altus, Civivi Altus. It's pretty similar to the Altus. Get this out of the way. The Altus has a not as wide of a handle, but overall they're pretty close in length. Actually, they both have the same blade steel too. So I think that the handle on the Altus is a little bit longer, and the blades are pretty similar. So there's those two, and then we're gonna do some bigger knives here. CGRB Pyrite Light, right there, definitely bigger. And we're gonna do these last two. Vosteed Raccoon, super snappy. Poocha! Vosteed Raccoon. There we go. And the Sencut Sashi. That was a terrible deployment. These two are definitely way bigger, especially the Sashi. I have reviews on both of these knives if you would like to check them out also. So we'll get those out of the way here, and let's do thickness. I really like the thickness of this knife. I think it's really good. A couple knives I think are too thin would be the Pyrite Light. So we got a lot on that one. And the Mini Praxis, a lot thicker than that one as well. Here's the Raccoon, thicker than the Raccoon. The Altus, thicker than the Altus, yes, not much. but it is thicker than the Altus. And the Sashi, thicker than the Sashi as well. Sorry, I'm looking at these off camera, and then they're kind of getting angled weird for you. So yeah, I do like this knife a lot. It's a little bit short in the handle for my taste, but it still works just fine for me. I have XL sized hands and long fingers, and back flipper, not my favorite deployment, but it works fine. Light switch, push button, lighter flick. Oh yeah, lighter flick, that's right. Learn something new every day, don't you? I do have a big nitpick about this I'll get to. We've got a lanyard hole right here. Not reversible pocket clip. So, sorry lefties. The pocket clip is recessed and recessed screws. So, you're good on that. Strong pocket clip also. And you've got G10, so this thing isn't going anywhere. Not falling out of your pocket. I do like the finish on the pocket clip also. I think it's really nice. I thought that because it's angled that it would be weird in the pocket, but it's just fine. I don't have any issues with it at all. So, like I said, XL sized hands, long fingers. I can get a full 4-finger grip. Words. The pocket clip, I can feel it, but it's not anything to note really. It's totally fine. The big nitpick I have about this, oh by the way, great jimping as Civivi always does. The big nitpick I have is these liners stick up past the scales. So when you're gripping this hard, you can feel them. Feel it on your fingers on the inside. I mean, they're not sharp, so, but it just could be more comfortable in that aspect if you want my opinion. The milling is very good on this. Get a picture. There we go. Right there's that side, and the other side's the same. And you can actually see through these scales, which is pretty sweet. If you see my finger moving there. Yeah. As far as a work knife, I prefer a bigger one, but it works fine for a work knife. Oh, almost picked up the wrong one. The Sashi has been my work knife for a while. I just recently started switching out some other ones to give my opinion on. But like I said, the Sashi's like, wow, this pivot must need adjusted. Sashi is a lot bigger than the Elementum, so I'm used to this for a work knife. Yeah, EDC knife though, for sure, 100%. I would recommend it. Like I said, just the liners sticking out past the scales I don't care for, but other than that, thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel and check out my other content, and make sure you watch content to come. Thanks. See you later.